Steve Zettel, welcome to the podcast.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Steve, can you give us a little background on who you are, where you're from, what you do?
Yeah. Do you want me to talk to you or the camera?
You can just talk to me.
Okay. Um, yeah, I'm entering my 50th season, I believe, between guiding and outfitting. Started, oddly enough in Pennsylvania but grew up, grew up actually outside of Philadelphia. And so, a long way from here.
Yeah.
I think it gives me quite the perspective of what's available out here in Idaho, and especially in the wilderness, and more specifically in the Frank. I've got 46 years of outfitting and guiding in the Frank, both on the Middle Fork of the Salmon River and in hunting camp. I'm an outfitter, and we float the Middle Fork of the Salmon, and we have a couple of contiguous hunting areas on the Big Creek in the Frank Church.
Cool. And that's Idaho Wilderness Company.
That is Idaho Wilderness Company. Yes.
Awesome. Well, I've been hearing a lot about this non-wilderness coalition, as they call it. Can you give me a rundown on what that is and what you're trying to achieve there?
Sure, sure. For generations, the backcountry is kind of remained unchanged to protect itself. It was rugged enough, remote enough, and whatnot. And in the not too distant past, we started noticing that the outside world was able to enter the wilderness in unnatural ways. And obviously, we've always had radio communication, and whatnot, but now all of a sudden, we have satellite phones, and more specifically, if you watch the Super Bowl in 2025, you would have saw a T-Mobile commercial that said you could use your
Yep.
smartphone anywhere on the planet with T-Mobile and get service, and that changes everything. And it doesn't change the wilderness geographically, but it certainly changes it philosophically.
Changes that experience, right?
Absolutely, the wilderness experience has never been at more risk than it is right now.
And what values in the wilderness experience do you see yourself as protecting from that intrusion?
I like to say that a good wilderness experience is a life-changing wilderness. If you just flew into the backcountry for a day and went fishing, it's great, right? And that opportunity exists. You're a Middle Fork boatman, so am I. You go down the river for 6 days. You're a rare guest that it didn't change your life. And that sounds hokey, but if you've never been, that may be the way it sounds. But if you've been, you understand that. And that's a culmination of time and separation. Separation from society, separation from your problems, separation from all sorts of things. And if you allow yourself to reconnect at any time during that process, you lose the whole function of that special wilderness experience. And it's so easy to do now.
Mhm.
Everybody's smartphone is also their best camera.
Right.
And that's wonderful, but it's also a detriment because we are just not disciplined enough to not utilize what's at our fingertips. And so, you picture the average group of guests, they're all going to have their smartphone out. They're all taking pictures, and that's wonderful. But it only takes one in the group to go, "Hey, did you hear what happened?"
Right.
And then pretty soon, emails, texts, checking on grandma's health. Did the puppies get more? All this stuff. And yes, we still have a great time on the river. Yes, but will it still be that spiritual, that life changing experience? No. Now, is that important to everybody? I don't know, but there's very few places in the world where you can get that. And so the Not in Wilderness Coalition is, our goal is to protect that any way we can.
Yeah.